Hey everybody, I just want to make sure that this is straight. I sit when I do the tutorials and I can't tell. The last couple of videos have been crooked, so I don't want them crooked. Alright, so we're going to do the tutorial for the pallet box. These are the mats for it. That's going to be, I think, in another video because I don't think my camera can do the whole, however long it's going to take. It's kind of an old camera, but it works. So this is what we're going to make, okay? It's really easy to do. I use the Ultimate DIY page 1 because I was in the templates and it was there and I just printed it out. You of course just can use an 8x11 to cut out your larger pieces. But the one thing that pulled this whole thing together was page 6 from the Paper Dream. And this is what it looks like in the Paper Dream, and you just want to cut off your fins and you're just going to be left with this, okay? So what I went and did, and I'm just going to say it, bear with me guys because there's a lot. It's a lot to say, but there's not really a lot to do. So you're going to want to cut your back to 8x6. That's it, just 8x6. This is your back right here, and you want it to be 8 inches long and 6 inches high, okay? So that's your back. And then you want to cut your bottom piece, which is this, to 8 by 4 and 5/8, okay? Yeah, I did some measuring. Check me out, man. So 8 by 4 and 5/8, okay? Super easy. So that's your back and your bottom piece. And then here's your front piece. And the front piece is going to be 8 inches long and 2 inches tall. Okay? Real simple. 8 inches long, 2 inches tall. And then your middle piece that you're going to put inside this piece right here, that's going to be 8 inches long and 3.5 inches tall. So 8 inches long, 3.5 inches tall. Couldn't be simpler, right? So then you get to your corner pieces. So what you want to do is you want these to match up with each other. You know, you want everything to kind of jive. You want these sides to jive and you want these sides to jive, right? So what I had to do to make that happen, because I cut this down to, what do you call it, 4 and 5/8, is I just took my template and I knew I just measured it out, and I'm just going to tell you what it is so you don't have to measure, but it was 2.5 inches that I took off of this. So I basically laid this down. Like so. And then I cut it to be, let me get my glasses, guys. So I wanted it to be 6 inches high. So I cut it right here, bam. It's because this is 6.5 inches, so I cut a 1/2 inch off here. And then, let me move my book. Right, so you want to take off 2.5 inches starting from here. And that brings you with a piece like this, right? So, a 1/2 inch off this bottom and 2.5 inches off this side gives you this piece. It's really easy. And then when you want to, you know, you just flip it around. You're going to probably use chipboard. Look at the ink on my fingers. Isn't that gross? I had an ink issue today, apparently. And I got it everywhere. I tried to get it off, but it didn't work. It just wants to be there. So, 1/2 inch, 2.5 inches, and you have your arm, I guess you might call that, an arm, right? So, and then you want to cut out your edges. I call them edges because I don't really know what else to call them. You're going to need 4 of each. So you're going to need 4 1/4 pieces, which are these, 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 2 taped for the outside, and then 2 I'm going to glue on the inside because it allows me, it's a little trickier getting in the inside of anything, so it just, you know, a little more movement, and glue's good, so. And then you're going to want 4 of 8 inches, and these are all 1.5 or 1 1/4 inches wide. So cut them all to 1 1/4 inches wide, and then you have 8 inches, 4 1/4 inches. These ones are 2 inches, and these ones are 6 inches. And you only need 4 of each. This is the most tedious part to me, to do the whole thing. You know, it was just like, you know, but it's worth it because you come out with something kind of cool, you know. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get rid of this here because this is, put it right here so I can get it. You just want to lay out your stuff. This is your back piece. This comes later. I add this after I mat because I glue it in. You might find a better way to do it, but I did it the way I did it, and it worked. So, and it held my palette really nicely. So you just want to just, you know, yeah, I know, another priority box. I had a couple kicking around, so, you know, I'm like, we gotta use them. Okay, so I cut this one a little short. That's just operator malfunction. Your measurements will be fine, I'm sure. So there's your box, right? It's so easy, so easy. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna do, I think, these ones first. So we'll put you over here, and we'll lay this one down. Oh, the tape, yep. The constant issue of me having no hands. So you just want to lay it on there, you know, best as you can. Actually, maybe I'll do it this way, just to make it a little easier. When I did mine, I used glue pretty much through the whole thing, but to just save a little time and try to keep this short. Okay, so there, right? And then you're gonna add the bottom piece. So you just do that. Whoops, 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 whoops. And you connect them. And again, this is just a basic how-to, you know. We're not just, you know, I'm not trying to. All right, so we're gonna do this one too. And we'll just peel the tape. Can't see me, sorry guys. So what if all this, what if twice I said what if? All this stuff going on, come on. It's just, praying for everybody as always. So we're just gonna lay this on top of here. You wanna leave just a tiny bit of room so your, you know, your stuff can wrap around it, you know, the board, or whatever you're using, the chipboard. It's what I used on the submission one. And then you wanna do the same here. I mean, it's really just not that difficult. Like I said, the most tedious thing is cutting out the little edges, right? So now that those are, you know, they're nice, you know, they look good. So we're gonna do the same with the 6-inch one. And we're just gonna attach, oh my goodness gracious, this tape, it just wants to, this is that paper I really don't like, but I need to use it because it's what I got. So, all right, we're gonna just put it right here. Oops, daisy. You know, best you can. It's handmade. Gotta remember, it's handmade. You know, nothing's perfect when it's handmade. And who wants something perfect? You know, like, if I wanted something perfect, I would just buy it, you know. So I want to thank everybody for all the encouragement and all the really cool comments and stuff about the design team, and all the people that have subscribed. That's really cool. Like, I know that's kind of a big deal to subscribe to someone's channel. And because I have very few subscriptions myself, I understand, you know, that it takes a lot to make somebody want to do that. Although my subscriptions are growing since joining the scrapbooking community, I do have to say. So we're going to attach the other one. But I really appreciate it. You know, I really think it's really cool that you guys even come and hang out, you know, let alone like the video or subscribe to the channel. Like, it's just cool, and I just want to thank you for it. So we'll put this one on. I mean, look at this, guys. We already have half of a palette holder, or a recipe box, or a mailbox, or a letter box, or just a storage box, just a fancy smancy storage box, you know. And one that you can custom. Okay, see, now you just trim that. One that you can custom to as large, you know, or as small as you like. So we'll just trim that off real quick, like. So there you have it. So, you know, I mean, really, so how easy. So how easy. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna bring this up, and we're gonna start doing the edges there. And like I said, we add the middle piece after we mat. You can mat if you want to change the way that you mat it. I'm just giving you the basic idea of how to do something. That's all. You can take it and modify it any way that you like, you know. So we're gonna do the corner pieces, and I think we're gonna do the small corner pieces that seems like it would be, it would hold everything together while I could get it all going. So I'm looking forward to seeing all the submissions to the design team. I can't wait to see what everybody's doing. I think it's so cool. I'm excited. Okay, so we're just gonna set this here. Whoop. Well, there you go. There's operator malfunction right there. There we go. And then we'll take the tape off of this one. Maybe. I'm doing it upside down. I can't see what I'm doing. So yeah, I can't wait to see the creativity. I think it's going to be really cool to see everybody's ideas and what they think of, you know. Okay, so you're just going to wrap that around. And normally you would ink all the edges, but that I just can't. Like when I had to ink the edges of mine, I have an ink pad. I don't have like actual like spray ink or that liquid ink. Oh boy, that was fun, you know. So I mean, you guys can do that. You know, you can totally. You would do that before you would assemble. You would ink your whole box and use however you want to do it. You know, if you want to use an ink pad and do it, I'll tell you though, it's real tedious with an ink pad and a little inker thing. It takes a while, but you know, again, the outcome is really worth it. So however you get there, it doesn't matter as long as you get there, right? That's it. All right, so we'll attach these two, making sure to be a little more precise. You know, I could. It is a how-to. Okay. There we go. And then we'll just peel this back and we'll attach them. I mean, it's really just not hard, you know. It's so easy to do it. Trust me, if I can do it, you can do it. Whoops, see, I screwed up a little bit here. And we'll just, oh yeah, we can adjust it. Sweet, sweet. Okay, so now we'll work on these edges and they'll come together nicely. You know, and you of course would take your time. You know, you would be a little more mindful. And again, this is just to show you how I did it, how easy it is to do stuff, and you can just go ahead and do it and perfect it any way you like. You know, put your flavor in it, your flair, think of something better. You know, say, oh, Beck, that was great, but you know what, this works even better. And I'll be like, yes, you know, thanks for sharing. You know, it's always love to learn and see creative people, you know. And there's always someone out there that can just think of a way to do something easier or better. Bianca's like that. She just makes things easy. She's like, but that's too hard. Let's figure out how to do it easier. And I'm like, all right. You know. So I just hope that you know, get something out of it so that you can go ahead and create your own. There you go. Done. It's done. And then you'll put your middle piece in after you mat. And it's going to be a tight fit with the middle piece, because it has to be. So there's your palette box. Alright, I'll be back with the matting so you can see that. Alright, bye.